right. So I was having a conversation with myself, and I'm starting to realize that everything is about evolution. Everything always changes. Nothing stays the same. When you look at human nature, they evolve. When you look at people, the purpose is to evolve. The purpose is to change. And sometimes as a human species, we might fear change, but the purpose is evolution. You know, I work overnights, and right now it's like 7 a.m. And I love working overnights. You feel me? Like, some people can't do it because it throws off their circadian rhythm and everything like that. But for me, overnights, it just works. Because my brain is just, the juices are flowing when your brain is awake at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I am still like navigating sleeping during the daytime, you know, making sure I'm getting my 6 to 8 hours. But it seems to be working pretty good so far. So I was having a conversation with myself, and I came to the realization of what evolution actually is. And I have defined life with the purpose of evolution. Even if you don't know your purpose, you don't know why you're on this earth, your day is constant, every day is similar, right? You're in the same routine every single moment. You're supposed to evolve. And a synonym to evolution is change, which means you're supposed to change. Let's provide some context. Because let's say that most people, especially in the generation that I'm in, and then the generation behind me and so forth, you know, we no longer really like to stay at a 9-to-5 position if we're not happy there. Some people no longer work for the money. They do it for fulfillment. You feel me? And it's on a soul level that you start doing things for more fulfillment. Because our parents, they didn't like their job. Our grandparents, they didn't like their job, but they went to work because they had to put food on the table. So they did it for survival rather than fulfillment. Nowadays, we're doing things for fulfillment in this generation. And when you at a job, oh, these apartments are nice. Y'all see this? These are nice. Or townhouses more so. When you're at a job and you start to feel anxious, or you start to feel like, I don't want to go there. Like, anytime you start to dread going to work, that's how you know it's time to evolve. Anytime that relationship begins to get stale, it's time to evolve. Anytime that when you go home after you get off work and you just feel stagnant and depressed and you suppress your emotions, it's time to evolve. Don't you hate when people like driving and they driving fast as hell, don't use their turn signal, trying to get in the next lane? Like, relax, we're going to the, like, you feel me? Like, there's no rush, relax, it's not that deep. So anytime you're in a situation and you feel like, I'm itching for change, I'm itching for something different, we do it all the time. We change our hair color, we change haircuts, we change our style of clothing. Sometimes we change our car. I know I got me a little upgrade, y'all feel me? Got me a little upgrade, but anytime you have that desire for something different, your spirit is requesting for you to evolve. I want to provide some tips on what evolution is and how to actually process it and allow it to complement where you're at. Because evolution is always in every dimension of your life. It's not just work, it's not just relationship, it's not just in your personal life. It's constant, it's everywhere. So evolution is the byproduct of becoming better. It's the byproduct of becoming better. Like, becoming better with your body, becoming better with your lifestyle, with your diet, and how that relationship is functioning. The reason relationships are stale, the reason they don't really go to the max lifespan is because they're not willing to evolve as an individual, let alone as a couple. And if you don't have the foundation of evolution in a relationship, it's really not going to go anywhere. Now, you may argue that if two people desire to stay the same throughout their relationship, maybe that could make things work. But you want to ask, like, are they really happy? You feel me? Like, if they do decide to stay the same in their relationship, are they genuinely happy with their lives, with their decisions, with their partner? Which is a real question to ask. Anytime you are wanting to embrace change, you want to start with an idea of what that looks like for you. I stress this a lot. A lot of people don't know where they're going because they have no visual of where they want to go. They have no idea of where they're going because they had no visual where they want to go. When I had this conviction that YouTube was for me, like this platform was for me to evolve, was for me to teach, was for me to learn, was for me to grow from, I started to commit to it no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what's going on in society, no matter if my lights are out due to a hurricane, or no matter if I have a lot of things on my plate today. It's a lifestyle decision because this is who I am. And you have to have that conviction when you're confronted with evolution. You have to realize, all right, no matter what happens, I'm going to step in this direction unapologetically. I'm sorry I got to cut you off. I was just talking shit about cutting somebody else off. But no matter where I'm going, I have to step in this direction of evolution. I have to change. I have to become better, because stagnant energy does not feel good. When you feel stagnant, it's like a feeling of numbness. You feel lost. You feel like there's no clarity. You feel like there's confusion, because stagnation is really just energy trying to move throughout your body. The process of evolution when it comes to energy is that there are different energy centers throughout your body. I can't pinpoint exactly where each of them are, but look up chakras, of course, look up energy centers, use the internet, and you'll see what I'm referring to. There's different energy centers throughout your body. And with these energy centers, they have a miniature brain associated with it. These energy centers, they have a miniature brain associated with it. And with this brain, it's a mind. Remember, the brain is a physical organ, and the mind is the action of the brain. Of course, you don't have 7 brains in you, but metaphorically speaking, they are your brain. So the energy centers are supposed to be fluid in your evolution, right? The more you change as an individual, the more volatile these energy centers will become in your body. And the way to unlock these energy centers, and I know a lot of people don't like to meditate, or they think it's difficult, but there's so much power in meditating. Like, that really is going to pull the energy throughout your body into different ways of thinking, different ways of being, different ways of doing. And another alternative to meditation is literally just take your ass to the park. I want to challenge you to start by just driving to work without any music. Cut off all that negative frequency. Start to practice allowing your mind to just be still sometimes. Like, sometimes you don't need stimulation. In a society where stimulation is everywhere, you don't need it all the time, every single hour of the day. So start by just driving with no music in the car, and watch how your mind begins to just wander. It starts to think about random things, past memories, right? And it's funny because when you truly live in the present moment, memories are not even, they don't have any emotional power. The only reason why you're so connected to your past emotionally is because you're still living in that energy center. You're still living in that experience. If the purpose is to evolve, why am I still holding on to a memory of trauma? Why am I still holding on to something that has no value in where I'm going? I made a video. Look at this traffic. It's steep. I made a video that says the strongest frequency wins. So if there is a frequency that you're thinking on that relates to your past or childhood trauma, or that relationship that hurt you years ago, and now you think niggas ain't shit or females ain't shit because of that relationship, that frequency is holding you back. And that's all you're going to attract. Like, who the fuck is tired of being held back? Who wants to be held back? Who chooses to be held back? That's why, like, unlocking your mind is a powerful thing, because I'm 28 and I'm about to be embracing another decade of life pretty soon, and I just realized that I have no time to waste. I need to get about the business of evolving my own identity, my own sense of self, so I can become this force that I see in me. Not for validation, not because people are telling me, simply because this is who I am. When you have conviction of your identity, when you have conviction of your personality, nobody can tell you otherwise. When you know you're an athlete and you're not the best athlete, but you have conviction that you're the best, the strongest frequency is going to win, which is your belief that you're the best. If people at work are always talking shit about you, and you know you be half-assing your job, but you don't give a damn, the strongest frequency win, which is either their belief about how you perform or your own belief about who you are. If you confident about your responsibilities and your task, fuck what they say, right? Forget what they say. It's not that deep. It's a powerful thing to be convicted in the process of evolution. No matter what's happening, I'm designed to change. No matter what's going on, I'm going to evolve who I am. I can never stay stagnant in a situation because your emotions will tell on you. Your emotions will literally let you know what's up. You can't hide shit for long. You feel me? Your emotions are gonna let you know when it's time for a change, when it's time to level up, when it's time to do better, when it's time to start that podcast, when it's time to start cooking, when it's time to go see the doctor. Anything that you need to do, your body will tell you. I'm reading this book called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. It's a very popular book, and I've had it for a few years, but it's hitting different now than ever before because I'm thinking on a different frequency now. And I was reading a chapter that was highlighting reconditioning the body to be the mind, something like that, or reconditioning the mind to be the body, one of those. Basically what it was saying was we have programmed our bodies to be the mind for our realities. So the body determines how we feel and how we think because we have programmed the body to do that. Where in perspective, the mind is supposed to determine these things, right? Your mind is supposed to determine how you think, how you move, how you feel, what you do. But we conditioned our bodies to do this. And I know the biggest example is when you're in the gym or when you're about to go work out. Your body is telling you, let me chill for another hour, but your mind is like, you got to get up and go. Your body might be telling you, that person hurt me some years ago, and I feel these emotions of anguish and betrayal, but your mind is trying to tell you it's time to move on, but your body is so stuck in the past that it's difficult to do that. The thing about the body is that it's a lot of chemistry within it. You feel me? Because we're made up of atoms and electrons and whatnot, the body holds emotions in the nervous system. It holds emotions in the nervous system. So we have an infinite intelligence inside of us. And this infinite intelligence, it pumps blood to our hearts. This person about to hit me, girl. Pay attention. If I can multitask, you can multitask too, girl. Look in those mirrors. And I got a camera in my car too because, listen, I'm in Houston, Texas, and these drivers they be on something. I don't know what it is, but they be on something. So the body has an intelligence to it, and the mind is the governor of that. And when the mind is not functioning properly, the body is making the decisions. And the body is always going to revert to the past because most people, they hold strong emotions from their past. And when you hold strong emotions from your past, you start to live those out through your behavior. If I feel strongly about work, if I have negative emotions towards work, I'm going to feel like not going. It don't matter what I'm thinking, I'm gonna feel like I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna feel like this is a chore for me to go to work because my body is telling me this. These emotions are in my nervous system and it's communicating to my brain what to think. That's why the mind is supposed to govern the body. My mind is supposed to be strong to the point where I'm thinking a thought and it influences how I feel in a way that's going to lead me to greatness. That's going to lead me to evolution. I hope that you find value in this video, as the concept of evolution is one that is very fascinating, and I want you to look into it online to reinforce the concept behind it, because this is just planting the seed. Listen, man, I'm in my own evolutional journey, and just to share a little bit, I've never been here before. I've never been on this frequency. I'm always growing year after year, I will say, but I've never been in this frequency. I never had this conviction about my life. I've never been so sure that my success is written for me. I've never been so sure that my wealth is written for me. Like it's already here. You know how manifestation works, where people be like, oh, it's already here for you. You don't really gotta, you don't gotta stress about it. You don't gotta do too much. Just already act as if it's already here. I don't feel like I'm acting. I feel like this is really me. It's been so much easier for me to read. It's been so much easier for me to just work out without thinking about it. It's really been so much easier for me to make decisions based on my greatness. And I think the most significant thing that's influenced this was I made a decision a few weeks ago that this is my life. I was like, all right, Tone, no matter what's going on, we about to lock in. We about to lock in no matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, no matter how you feel, right? Because sometimes our feelings influences what we do. I was driving in the car and I was like, shit, let me pick up this camera and make a video, because I was just chilling listening to music. I could have just continued to do that, but because I have a conviction that my lifestyle is one of a person who is a spiritual leader, who is a content creator, I decided to pick up the camera effortlessly, because this is just who I am now. You don't have to think about something when you already know you are this person. When you're an athlete, you don't have to think about going to practice. You just know you go because that's who you are. Your brain is wired to believe this about yourself. I made a video about belief systems. Create a stronger belief system. Fuck trying to fight a negative thought. Just create a stronger belief system about yourself. Just say, oh yeah, I attract healthy relationships no matter what. I don't care how my past look. I attract healthy relationships no matter what. I'm good at managing finances no matter what. And you know, I'm kind of being repetitive by saying no matter what, but essentially you get what I'm saying. You have to create a belief in yourself to know, like, I'm good regardless. I don't care how my past shaped me. The brain is a delicate tool, right? In spirituality, we don't really talk much about the brain as an organ and how it leverages our success. We talk a lot about the mind and the subconscious, but the brain is just as significant, because the brain communicates biochemical signals to the nervous system about what to do and how to think. So if the brain has that ability to do such a thing, you would think that I need to monitor it. I need to learn from it. You feel me? Because a lot of trauma is stored in the body from how we think, and how we think comes from the brain. And that realization is one that is very refreshing to know, because I've been studying a lot about neurology and neuropsychology and how it impacts evolution. You know, I've always been fascinated with how manifestation works. Like, the most biggest materialistic thing that I manifested has been my Range Rover. Like, I've manifested peace, I manifested friendships, I manifested living in Texas, but having this car has been eye-opening, because it's like, how does the brain process desiring something material and then actually experiencing it? Like, I was just fascinated with like, how is that possible? You feel me? How is that a thing? And I started just studying. Like, I'm gonna make another video about intention. Like, when you are intentional about something, like when you be like for instance, I'm an introvert. A lot of people are introverts, right? A lot of people don't like interacting with humans. But I will say, I was intentional about creating a space where I have strong friendships, right? And I didn't have to go anywhere to create these friendships. I didn't have to like meet them at the gym or meet them at the park or meet them on social media. They just came to me because I'm intentional about creating it. All I said to myself from what I remember is, and everybody's conversation different, but I was like, universe, I'm ready to align myself with healthy friendships. And the thing about it is, like, when you request something from the universe and it happens, you have to be ready to nourish it too. You feel me? You can say, universe, I'm ready to commit to my health journey and be in the gym, but are you ready to actually implement it in your daily schedule? Are you ready to go to the gym after work? Because I feel like the universe does most of the heavy lifting. Like the universe plants the seed and plants the energy in your body to take action, but then we have the willpower to decide how long we're going to commit to something or stay consistent with it. Like, let's be real, we underestimate the reality of us having strong abilities to stay committed to something and then quit and give up. I made a video, don't give up before you mature up. Wait, don't give up before you grow up. Because sometimes we just not at that maturity level. Dang, I'm in a turning lane. Let me get back. Sometimes we're just not at that maturity level to make a change in our life. So you can't give up on yourself because you're still growing up. You still maturing. You still realizing the possibilities. Now, there was one more point I was going to make. Oh, yeah. So when you make an intention, the most successful people, they don't always share the nuggets of how they became successful. They went through the evolution process. They had to change their habits. They have to change their identities. Sure. But they don't always talk about the process behind the success because they were committed and consistent to their process. All of the millionaires, all of the billionaires, all of the people who are in love with their life, they had an intention of where they wanted to go before they got there. And the biggest hurdle to success is being intentional about something and then sticking with your guns. Because sometimes I can be intentional about something and I'm committed to it for a week or two, and then I just drop it because it's not consistent with my identity. I'm not convicted that this is who I am. All I am is just somebody. The thing about intention is it's surface. Why would y'all let me stop on this railroad track? And the train to the left, but it's parked though. Why they blowing that horn? She tripping. Her car just stopped. That's weird. Interesting. I'm kind of hungry. I don't really eat breakfast too much, but I would say low-key my favorite breakfast food is yogurt with a fruit cup and granola. Like, I love that. And as far as a hot breakfast, like, I love scrambled eggs. I love pancakes too, but bread is not. You feel me? They be trying to get me fat. I love pancakes with crispy edges. Oh my gosh! And a lot of restaurants don't offer that. Like, I don't know why. But Cracker Barrel, they always gonna deliver. Like, they have pancakes with crispy edges, and I just devour it easily. Like, that shit is delightful. I'm actually about to drop something off to my friend because I got a flight back to Cleveland. I'm gonna be making a video about moving out of your home city because I'm about to have my homecoming in Cleveland. That's where I'm from, born and raised. And a lot of evolution has happened from Cleveland to Houston, Texas. A lot. But yeah, so when you're intentional about something, like, at first the idea is presented to you and you start to like pivot towards that identity, but it's not until you make conviction that this is where I'm going no matter what. Like, you literally have to say that. You have to bring your awareness to that. I wish I would have known that. It's cold in here. Actually, I wish I would have known that years ago to be convicted about something and like doing it no matter how I feel. Because I always used to think, I look so good. I always used to think that you're supposed to act on your emotions when you're spiritual. Like, you don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do. Just meditate and be in alignment. But alignment is getting your mind on that frequency of where you want to be. That's alignment. Alignment is not just doing things based on how you feel. It's like allowing your mind to be on the frequency, because some things some things you don't have to really put a lot of work into. If you're thinking on a frequency, you're good. If you're thinking on a certain frequency, it's going to happen for you. Like this YouTube shit, or being in a gym, or walking my dog. You don't gotta put much effort into that. You're just on the frequency of doing it, because every action has a frequency to it. Evolution, one of the most profound concepts there is. So I want you to think about the idea behind it and allow it to be birthed into your reality consistently. Until next time, I hope you found some value in this.